Now let's look at these different logical connectives one by one. In this video, let's say and or not. Let's start with AND operation. So when it comes to AND logical connective, it's a binary operator. So by binary operator means that it is going to have two operands. So and these operands, let's suppose P is one of the operand and Q is one of the operand. Okay. So P and Q are, let's suppose, atomic propositions, and the operands can be themselves be propositional formula. So F1 and F2, if they are some propositional already a propositional formula, I mean P and Q is also a propositional formula. We have seen the recursive definition in the last video. Like this is the recursive definition. This is the recursive definition. The any simple literal which is either true or false, they themselves is a propositional formula, or simply any propositional variable in complemented uncomplemented. What is this complemented or uncomplemented form? That I will tell you after discussing this not logical or connective. So but in any logical connective, complemented means if suppose let's say P is any proposition, then complement means P complement in this manner. And I will tell you exact difference. What is basically they are opposite of period. Okay, I will tell you in the after the not propositions. But anyways, it is just one simple atomic proposition or propositional variable that represents any one atomic proposition. So even just one literal that itself is a propositional formula. Whatever you get after connecting through logical connectives, like for example, you take one P and you take another Q, you make it a P and Q. This is F1, and then you can again do F1 or something else. Let's say F1 or R is another propositional formula. So then it will be P and Q or R is this type, and then and so this is one expression. And now the concept of precedence and associativity, all this will come up whenever there is an expression. So these are the things I just discussed in the last class or in the last video. So I don't need to means I just for a recap. It just now happened. Let's suppose I join these P and Q using AND operator. So this is a symbol for AND operator. I can join F1 and F2 by AND operator. Now P and Q, they themselves, they themselves would be having some their own truth values. And now the question is that after you connect any two proposition using AND, then what would be the truth value of this whole thing? Similarly, F1 is a propositional formula, it's some expression. It must be having some of its own truth value, of course, as a result of its own participating propositions and whatever logical connectives been used to make F1, but it have some own truth value, and F2 has some its own truth value, and now you are connecting it with AND. Then as a result of which, what is the truth value of this entire expression? Now to know about this, we have this truth table. We know the behavior of AND. The behavior of AND is that it will only be true, means P and Q will only be true if both of them is true. So these are different combinations possible when both the operators are both the operands are false. When the first operand is false, the second is true. When first is true and the second is false, and when both are true. So these are the different combinations possible. And the AND operator is, what is the behavior of AND? The behavior of AND is such that it will be true only if both are true. So if I show you, that's what I have written here also. And both. So it means that if both the operands are true, only then the resulting expression because of AND, if this is true, if this is true, only then this whole thing will be true. Okay. Okay. Now this AND logical operator is commutative. Whether you do P and Q or you do Q and P, it will be true only when both are true. So the commutativity holds always. When is it useful to connect the two propositions using the AND logical connective? When our requirement is such that we want both the propositions to be true for my purpose. For example, let's suppose I want to have an all-rounder in my cricket team. And let's suppose there are two propositions like P and Q here, where P is a proposition which is that the player is a batsman. Player is a batsman. And Q is another which says that player is a bowler. So I want P and Q. So in this scenario, I will put and here. Okay. Then it will serve my purpose. By putting and here, it will serve my purpose. Okay. Now let's look at, I will discuss these English versions later on. Let's look at or now. So in or logical operator or logical connective is also binary connective. So it is also going to have two operands, operand 1, then or and operand 2. And of course, these operands are nothing but propositions, be it atomic propositions or any propositional formula themselves. Again, by whenever I am saying atomic proposition, it would also be a propositional formula with the formula having just one literal. Is the behavior of or. Okay, so or behaves like if any of my operand is true, then the resulting expression would be true. That's what the behavior of or is. Okay, this is or no. Okay, this is not and, this is or. Okay, so what I am saying is that my or expression would give true whenever any one of the participating proposition is true. Let's suppose if this is or and this is any one P and this is another Q and this is P or Q, this is the symbol of or, then this P or Q would be true if any one of P or Q is true. If either P is true, then it will be or. So how we define or in simple word is here. You can see when I say or, it is either or both. So I just want one of them to be true. Both are true, then there's bonus. I don't care. I just want any one of them to be true. In case of or operator, or operator is basically nothing but if any one of the operand is true, then the or operator, the expression that you get because of or will also be true. Let's suppose if this is your or, right, and this is your, these are the two operators, and if any one of them is true, then this entire expression will be true. Okay, so when do this entire expression be false? When both of them is false. So there is only one situation when both of them is false. When this entire expression would be false, there is only one situation, and that is when both of these operands are false. So let me show you the truth table again of or. So as you can see, when both of them is false, only then it is false. Otherwise, for every other combination of the operands, for any other combination of operand where one of the operand is going to be true or both is going to be true, your resulting operation of resulting expression because of joining the two propositional formula by or would be true. Okay, now let's think of a situation where connecting two propositional formulas by an or operator makes sense. Uh, let's suppose you want to make you want to classify people who will get free bus seat. Sorry, not free bus seat. Okay, nowadays bus seats are also free, but let's talk about who will get a reserved bus seat. And then there are propositions like, let's suppose X is handicapped, okay, and Y is old, Z is, let's suppose, woman. Then I just want to know whether someone is eligible to have to reserve bus seat. In that case, then X or Y or Z will make sense. Okay, this combination will make sense. Okay, now let's look at not logical operator, not logical connective. Now when it comes to not logical connective, actually this is about two opposing facts. So this not operator, this not logical connective, this is a unary operator. It is applied on just one of the proposition, and it inverts the, means it will just invert the value of truth value. So we can say that two opposing facts can represent the proposition and its negation. For example, if let's suppose one of the proposition is it is raining. Yeah, today is Monday. Let's take one. Today is Monday. If this is one of the proposition, today is Monday. Let's suppose today is Monday. Then if this is P, then it can be true or it can be false. Means of course it can be true, it can be false. But what is if I put not P, then this not is a negation of P. This not is negation of P, and its truth value will be opposite of P. So this means what do I mean to say is one is P and one is not of P, and they represent two opposing facts. So if we represent today is Monday, then not P represents today is not Monday. Okay, today is not Monday. That's what not P will represent. He is a physics professor. He is a professor. Let's suppose I say he is a professor. And if this is, let's suppose P, or P, I have already taken P. Let's suppose this is Q. This is Q. Then the opposing fact to this would be that he is not a professor. He is not a professor. And that's what we will represent it as Q, not Q. Not Q. Okay. Now you may think that, okay, but individually, let's suppose independent of this statement, independent of this, he is a professor. I don't care about this statement. Okay, just independently, just look at this statement that he is not a professor. When it comes to this negation, it's our perception. If you don't understand what I'm saying, just think about this. That let's suppose I can say this is proposition R. Then if this is proposition R, then this will be not of R, because these two are opposing facts. Now one of them would be represented as not of the other one. These are the opposing facts, so one of them would be represented as not of another one. So it is upon me which of the fact I am going to use as a proposition. Then the opposing fact would be the negation of the proposition. Okay, I can choose not a professor. I can choose this one as this proposition, as a proposition R. Then the opposing fact will be that he is a professor, and that will be not of R. Okay. So let's look at here. Whatever logical or Boolean statement we wish to perceive as a negation, that is represented in a complemented form. So this is what I was talking about, that propositional variable in its complemented or uncomplemented form. So the negation, by negation, I am what means one of the fact I am taking it as P. One of the fact is I am taking it as P. One of the fact I am taking it as P. Then consequently the opposing fact would become not of P. And that's what I am. This form is called complemented form. Okay, and this form is called uncomplemented. So whatever logical or Boolean statement we wish to perceive as a negation, that is represented in a complemented form of propositional variable in a Boolean expression. Okay. Proposition and its negation are pair of Boolean statements that will always take opposite truth values, because they are opposing. I have discussed this so far. So the truth table would be just thus it will be invert of, if it is false it will be true, if it is true it is false. That's why we also call this not logical operator as inverter. Okay. Now in every slide of and or not, you must have seen that there are different ways in English language to represent these. Like in case of not, I am representing is like that not P. For example, I took the example that he is a professor. Then, and if I took this, he is a professor to be Q. Then to represent not of Q, how I would say? I can say it in many ways. One of the way is I would just say not P. Not P. Which would mean what? It would mean not that he is a professor, or simply say you can say he is not a professor, or you can say it is not the case that he means it is not the case that he is a professor. It is not true that he is a professor. It is false that he is a professor. He is a professor is false. So these are the different English ways, in English language you can represent the not. As you can see, these are the different ways for representing and also. That and, but, although, like for example, comma, I can also represent however I like to say this. If I am saying something like that player is a batsman and player is a bowler. So I can represent it like in English language, player is a batsman, comma, player is a bowler. This would also mean that he is both. Okay, he is both. So another way would be player is both a batsman and bowler. Another way is but here. So how I would say that player is a batsman, but player is a bowler. Okay, so player is a batsman, although player is a bowler. Player is a batsman, though he is a bowler. Okay, player is a batsman, even though he is a bowler. Player is a batsman, however he is a bowler. So these are the different ways in English language how you can represent this and also. Okay. So in this video we have looked not, we have looked and, we have looked at or. Okay. In the next video we will look at exclusive or implication. Okay, implication would take just one video on its own. By implication would take maybe one video on its own, and then another video I will take for exclusive or, and then land or not. I think around five videos more to explain these logical connectives. Okay, I have explained these three in this video, and my propositional formula can be a combination of these. Any propositional formula, any propositional formula, any propositional formula can be derived or can be expressed using and, or, and not logical connectives. Okay, thank you very much.